All right, you guys, welcome back to the Alpha platform. We have a full show today. We got 4 people in the house. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's been a busy week. How have you guys' week been going? First of all, is the audio good? Let me know. We got Dr. Death in the house. He said he's looking forward to live stream. We got Darion, of course. Darion says, what kind of doctor do you want to be? You want to be an anesthesiologist? I really enjoy donating to your foundation since it was hard for me to go to college. I don't know, man. One of the things they tell you when you're trying to get into medicine is to really be open. So you may have an idea of what kind of physician you want to be, but they always recommend that you never go into the interview process telling, doctors that are currently in the industry what you want to be and what kind of doctor you're going to become, because you don't know. We don't know anything. You got to get through your rotations and whatnot. We got Kamani's way in the house. You said, hey, what's up? I appreciate you stopping by, showing love. We got Kirk in the house. You said, Alfred. Okay, yeah, man. I appreciate the love. You guys are amazing. I feel like I have the best supporters. I don't have the most supporters. It's not important to me to have the most. It's really about quality over quantity. So I just appreciate the people that rock with me, and y'all know who y'all are. And, I'm just so appreciative. I'm just a regular, average, regular dude, simple life, simple dude, simple husband. Don't keep a lot of drama around me. Kirk said, how's my night going? You know what? It's kind of funny. Sometimes I'll be a little bit tired before my live stream. So I was feeling a little bit tired, telling my husband, I'm not in the mood today, but show must go on. Thank you for asking. I greatly appreciate it. Darion says, how was your day? It's going well, man. How about yourself? Darion, how's your day going? Kirk, how was your day going? Let me know in the comments below. I will surely respond. We got 6 people in the house. Go ahead and like the stream so we can get more dudes to join us, more of our brothers to join us on this live stream today. Let's go ahead and start the show. All right, we're going to start off with Lil Boosie. These clips I'm about to show you guys, I have not seen it yet. I have not watched the full video. I've not heard his commentary, but essentially Lil Boosie is calling out celebrities, male celebrities who are chasing LGBTQ plus fame. So we're going to read what Boosie has to say. I'll come back with my commentary and let you guys know how I feel about it, but let's roll this tape.
What my brothers do.
I'll roll it back twice.
Do you think, that's crazy. Why are you doing it? Do you think the gay baiting? Did you do it when you were kids? Do you think why are you doing it now? Because it's a movement. Do you think the gay baiting is the new thing? Like that's just think. You gay baiting and you slanging ass. Everybody double dipping. You're playing basketball, you already making millions. Now you want paint everything. You want eyelashes. The next endorsement, these fucking football players and rappers gonna wear eyelashes. But some of them might be gay on the low though. There are some rappers. What I'm telling you. That's some of them rappers. I don't know none of them. I ain't been there. Boosie party, dick going in pussy. I don't mean no. I got a whole. When Boosie party, dick going in pussy, you getting fucked.
Okay, one more time, you guys.
I don't like the people who capitalizing off the gay people who are not even gay. Explain that. Like what? Like so many people are chasing the gay culture to get fame, money, success because they know what's ruling the world. So they gonna do the gay shit. They gonna paint their nails. They gonna do all this gay shit. Painting nails is gay now. It's what you look at it like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna speak. I know in the hood. You're speaking where I'm from where you're from. Where I'm from. Yes. I always say, what would my brothers do? So I'm from there. Like, do you think? But do you think why are you doing it now? Because it's a movement. Do you think the gay baiting is the new thing? Like that's. Just think. You gay baiting and you slanging ass. Everybody double dipping. You're playing basketball, you already making millions. Now you want paint everything. You want eyelashes. The next endorsement, these fucking football players and rappers gonna wear eyelashes. But some of them might be gay on the low though. There are some rappers. What I'm telling you. That's some of them rappers. I don't know none of them. I ain't been there. Boosie party, dick going in pussy. I don't mean no. I got a whole. When Boosie party, dick going in pussy, you getting fucked.
All right, bro. Okay, that's what Lil Boosie had to say about, dudes chasing LGBT plus fame. Let's read some comments from Neighborhood Talk. They say, don't miss out as Boosie Badass drops some major truth bombs with the only Jason Lee about the rush for LGBTQ plus culture fame. Tune into the latest jaw-dropping episodes. Let's read some comments. This is from T.S. Madison, the doll herself. What did she say? It says coation. Croatan that has 54 likes. Let's see the replies to TS Madison. Aquarius Goddess says he is not allowed. Dr. Trav Nation says, don't say girls, Maddie. I am Love Essence says, is that your culture? Are the people you're trying to gaslight from that very small tribe? I never understand when people bring up another's culture to justify their actions. Okay, it looks like there's a mixture of support and people going in on T.S. Madison. Last comment about her. T.S. Madison from I Mickey, they said, which is what he does. We only know him because he gets into it with the gays. He ain't dropped a hit since Boosie Badass. That's me. Wipe me down. Sit down, miss. We won't be watching that episode. Okay. So it looks like people have mixed reviews about it. Before I get into my commentary, I want to read what NLE Choppa had to say about this, because we all know that Boosie was really talking about NLE Choppa and his antics surrounding the gay community and really gay baiting. So let's get to what NLE Choppa had to say. And again, I'm gonna let this play twice for you guys so you can hear the full thing. It says NLE Choppa opens up why it was important for him as a straight rapper to come perform at the 2025 Truth Awards celebrating Black LGBTQ plus to show love. I just want to show love any way, shape, form I can. Let's get into it.
Oh man, why can't I be here? You know what I'm saying? Why not be here? You know what I'm saying? Just because it's an event dedicated towards the LGBTQ community don't mean a straight male can come here and show love. I just want to show love any way, shape, form I can. You know, so I feel like that's the main thing with me.
You're a straight rapper. I want to know, why is it important for you to be here? It's an LGBTQ event.
Yeah, man, to show love, man. Why can't I be here? You know what I'm saying? Why not be here? You know what I'm saying? Just because it's an event dedicated towards the LGBTQ community don't mean a straight male can come here and show love. I just want to show love any way, shape, form I can. You know, so I feel like that's the main thing with me.
Okay. All right, you guys, let's read some comments here. What they had to say about this from Neighborhood Talk. They said, respect NLE for supporting and coming out to the Better Brothers LA Truth Awards. Daily Dose of Free Read says, this is what being comfortable within your sexuality looks like. That has about 6,000 likes. Duran says, set the standard, nephew. You're welcome in these parts. State Carter says, let's not forget his brother gay, so it all makes sense for him to show his love. It has 2,000 likes. Is his brother gay? Is NLE, excuse me, guys, is NLE Choppa's brother gay? I Am Ink by Angel says, I really love his energy. Straight as F, and he's comfortable with him and clearly a leader. Definitely one of a kind. His parents did well. And the next person says, yes, yes, yes. So what I will say about this is that I don't mind heterosexual people being allies and showing support for our community. However, I really just want to stand back and watch, because there's other ways to show support for our community that do not involve you obtaining our financial resources. If you are a real ally for our community, you will get out there and you will fight for the political rights of trans women, of gay men, you know, all that. You will get out there and we'll see you fighting for it. I just don't want to see you performing at our award shows. I just don't want to see you performing when it's time for you to get our bag and get our financial resources. Does that make sense to y'all? Like, that's my main concern with all this, is like, I'm okay with NLE Choppa showing up and performing at the Truth Awards, but I really want to see you put your money where your mouth is. And I want to see you stand up for these people politically, because our community is being hit very hard right now in terms of the political arena. You know, for example, NLE Choppa, I don't know what he did on Twitter. Let me figure this out. Let me see what NLE Choppa did on Twitter, because I want to see what was he posting that people felt, you know, people really went off on him about. Give me just a minute. I want to show this real quick. Let's see if I can find it, because a lot of people say he was queer baiting and whatnot. Damn, give me just a second, y'all. NLE Choppa. Can I put queer baiting? Queer baiting, because I want to see these pictures. Okay, he did a Playgirl photo shoot. Wait a minute. Okay, all right. I hope I can show this. It's not too bad, but it's like, damn, bro. Okay. This is from the Neighborhood Talk. They said this. NLE Choppa with a message for fans who say he's a gay baiter. I'm comfortable enough to show off the perfection that God orchestrated. I can't show a piece of my own ass. You know, it's not just him doing that, but he's also wearing a G-string. You know, what do y'all think about this? Do y'all think this is authentic, or do you think he's baiting? What do y'all think? Because my opinion is truly mixed. Like, I really don't have no opinion on it. a part of me feels away because I'm a millennial. Like, I'm an older gay man, 35, as y'all know. And I come from a time where we were shamed for doing the slightest thing that was considered feminine. So nowadays we have these younger dudes coming up, straight or gay or whatnot, and they're openly like taking from our culture and putting it out there. They're getting likes, views, recognition, subscribers, money, bags, all of it. But if we had done that in the 90s and the early 2000s, we would have been, beat up. Some of us would have been deleted, abused, abandoned. Times have definitely changed, and I'm not coming off as jealous or whatnot. So I feel like he's free to do this, but it's just crazy how times have changed. So I want to see what you guys think about this. Let's read some comments here. Kirk says you at work. All right, man, get your bag, man. Thanks for tuning in while you're at work. I greatly appreciate it. Kamani's Way says, why Boosie always talking about the gay community? Kamani, I realized that Boosie has realized that there's money to be made talking about our community. It's the only way for him to remain relevant. And he's tapped into that. I also think that when Boosie went to prison and he saw the two men having sex, that scarred him. And, when I say scar, I don't mean it in a bad way, but it piqued his interest because he never saw two dudes having sex that way. Like most straight people think the only way two men can have sex is, being hit from the back. And you know how I feel about that? That's for hoes. Let me quit playing. I don't believe that, getting hit from the back is for hoes. I don't believe that truly. But what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people don't understand gay sexuality. They feel like we're having dirty sex. They don't understand that we douche. They don't understand that if they can have sex with a vagina and that not be considered dirty, we can also have sex with another dude, busting cheeks, and that not be dirty as well because we clean. Like girls clean their vagina, we clean our anuses for that, in preparation for those activities. So a lot of straight people don't get it, and I think it rocks their mind, especially straight men, when they see us engaging in sex missionary wise, when they see us doing it riding the dude. Like they don't expect this stuff, and a lot of them are really intrigued because they know we doing something that feels good. Like why would any man do this stuff if it didn't feel good? So a lot of celebrities are tired of smashing bad bitches. A lot of men, one of the reasons why I feel like a lot of men secretly despise women, don't like women, I'm talking about straight men, by the way, is because if you think about the act of sex, heterosexual sex, heterosexual men are constantly giving to that woman, right? During the act, they're giving her their essence. They're putting in all the work because, most of the time the top has to put in most of the work. And in their relationship, the man is naturally the top. So he's putting in most of the work. She's just sitting back, collecting, damn, I hate to put it like this, but collecting nuts, climaxing multiple times. And, he put in the work. But I've heard it being said by a lot of straight dudes is that they get tired of that and they want to receive something too. They want to receive too. So not only are they giving women their sexual energy during the act, but they're also giving women their provision, their financial resources, taking care of the household, paying all the bills. And I think men are tired of that. I think men have reached a point where they want to receive too. And I can't say I agree with them or I blame them. They just want to receive something else in return too. That's it. Darion says, I think Boosie's on DL. He may be. I think he has an interest with gay men having sex. I think he may want to participate in that, and he just feels like he can't because he's too well known. And if he does, he's going to be outed for sure, bro. Outed for sure. Kirk says Boosie is a big ball of energy, to say the least. You said I heard that Cherry the Broom was in front of his house. I don't know what. Wait a minute, bro. Cherry the Boom was in front of his house the other night. Where you hear that from? So what was she doing? Because, if you talking to Cherry the Boom, she's not going to talk to you or deal with you without the bag, without the money. Your money got to be looking right to deal with Cherry. So is he paying? Is he paying the girls? Like, what's going on? I didn't hear about that, but that's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you, Kurt. Kamani's Way says, when NLE dropped that coming out post, I did not like that. What did you not like about it? Tell me in the comments. What did you not like about it? Because, again, it's like, I don't know if we as gay people should be happy these straight men are doing this, specifically straight black men are doing this, or if we need to call them out, excuse me, or if we need to call them out because they're queer baiting. I don't know. I really don't know. Sean, what's up, Sean? You said probably going to business run around Boosie. Okay, yeah, maybe Cherry was. I don't know, but they saying Cherry was seen outside Boosie house last night. I'm just like, whoa. Y'all know how Cherry is. She went out. She went in a minute. So it's like, if you better not be playing with that lady's money. Like, money can't be looking funny. All right, y'all. So that was Lil Boosie and NLE Choppa. I'm not gonna say that I disagree with that dude. Once again, I just feel like I have no opinion, and I want to see what he's up to. We got 22 people in the house. Like the stream, you guys. Let's get more brothers in the house. If you like it, we get more people in the house. I greatly appreciate it. All right, next topic. Give me just a moment, you guys. We're gonna talk about Bad Bunny. We're gonna talk about Bad Bunny's new Calvin Klein underwear ad specifically, that has been sparking waves on social media. One of the things I want to mention about Bad Bunny is he was featured in one of my episodes of Come or Dump. Basically, we were talking about, straight dudes or any type of dude that, do we consider them attractive enough to pump and dump? Or is it just like, what are we going to do with these dudes? Anyhow, people had a lot of positive things to say about Bad Bunny. A lot of gay dudes like Bad Bunny. They rock with his style. They feel like, the way he, how can I say this? The way that he express himself. They like it. They like that metrosexuality, that bisexuality that he kind of exudes. And when that dude kissed that other dude on the stage, when Bad Bunny kissed that dude on the stage, I truly feel like he won a lot of gay fans doing that when he was performing. That was like 2 years ago. Anyhow, let's get into this next storyline. It says, what's a given? Bad Bunny stars in Calvin Klein's new underwear campaign. Can y'all see this? Like, what do y'all think about this? Y'all like what y'all seeing? Let me know in the comments below. The caption says, "Oh, okay, Bad Bunny. We weren't familiar with your game. Y'all feeling it?" But Fiona says, "I'm going on Duolingo right now to learn Spanish." Just so y'all know, if y'all want to talk to Latino dudes, if you learn a little bit of Spanish, they like that stuff. They'll appreciate it. I'm not saying, if you're a black dude, you don't want to date interracial, you don't have to. But if y'all into that, they really appreciate that stuff. Learn Spanish. They'll talk to you. They'll deal with you and whatnot. Lovely D says, "This is how Drake thinks he looks when he makes them faces." So people are really feeling it. People are really feeling this stuff. The Brewer says, "I don't care. Bad Bunny is fine. LOL." That has 500 likes. Tiffany says, "That's what he looks like. Never really seen him, but okay, I see why the girlies be crazy about him." I don't know if this is what this dude really looks like. I don't know. Because when you're being photographed for a campaign for one of these major companies, they always use Photoshop. They do little tricks, lighting tricks and whatnot to make you look buff, to make you look shredded, to make that package and, and them cakes look a certain way. I'm not hating on the dude. I just don't know if he truly looks like this. I don't know. One more comment. I'll get into what you guys had to say. Various says he looks good. And most importantly, he is a huge advocate for the rights of Puerto Ricans on the island. And he's been about social justice for a long time now. So that makes him sexy. That's 1,000 likes. What I will give Bad Bunny is this. I remember a girl named Alexis, a trans woman named Alexis, was deleted in Puerto Rico by some teenagers a few years ago. And Bad Bunny went on stage, I think at the Tonight Show here in the States. And he wore a shirt with her name on it and championed for her and championed for whoever deleted her to be arrested. So he's always been an advocate to our community. And maybe he's a straight ally that's doing it the right way. I don't know. Let's see what y'all got to say. I read that from Sean says, "I always thought he was gay." You talking about Boosie or Bad Bunny? Boosie or Bad Bunny? Kamani's would say, "Oh, I did not see the photo shoot. He looks good." Yeah. I'm not hating on the dude. Like, the dude is, decent looking Puerto Rican dude. I truly feel like he is an ally. Like, we've seen him kiss dudes. We've seen him go out and, support trans people. Sean says, "Bad Bunny, you feel like he's gay." I've seen Bad Bunny take some questionable pictures. I've seen him twerking. Dude been practicing. Like, for a dude to twerk like that, yeah. Yeah. Dude's been practicing, dude's been backing that thing up. And I truly think he's tired of dealing with women. And I see it in his artistry that he's tired of dealing with women. He's ready to deal with other types of people, even trans women. So because I'm married to a Latino dude, I know what's going on in Latino culture a little bit more than I did before I met my Latino dude. And what I will say is this. Bad Bunny has helped to put a lot of trans rappers on in Latin America. Viano Antiano is one of those. Like, he really goes out of his way to support gay men, gay rappers, gay artists, trans women, trans artists. So I really think he is an advocate. You said, wasn't he dating Kendall Jenner? Kamani, that was paid and bought for. That was just for publicity. That was just, him trying to make a way here in the States. Because you remember, he was up for a lot of awards for his, I think his album is called Un Verano Sin Ti, A Summer Without You. And, he had a lot of hits on the album. I'll give it to him. He had a lot of hits on the album. It's very popular. He was up for several Grammys. And I think he was really trying to make a way in the U.S. And his way of doing it was to try to date Kendall Jenner. But that didn't last. Obviously. So yeah, that's Bad Bunny. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Our next story here is about, give me just a minute, you guys. Just a second, you guys. Next story here is about Anthony Mackie. Just a second, you guys. Let's talk about Anthony Mackie, and his comments related to the death of American masculinity in terms of him raising 2 gay sons. This is an article I'm going to read for you guys. And the reason why I chose to bring you guys an article is because sometimes if I show you YouTube videos, it will get docked. It will get demonetized. It will get copyright striked and whatnot. So sometimes I just have to read you an article. So hang on here. It says, Anthony Mackie shares how he's raising his sons amid the death of the American male. He says, they have literally killed masculinity in our homes, said the Captain America Brave New World star. Anthony Mackie may have ascended to a new level of movie stardom with his latest film, Captain America Brave New World, but parenting is still his biggest priority. During a recent appearance on The Pivot, Mackie opened up about raising his kids. He said, I keep my boys humble. Like, my boys have never had a pair of Jordans. My boys don't do all that internet fly shit, he said. I could be the biggest star in the world. Do not let me catch you being stupid. He continued on to say, my oldest gets it, my 15-year-old. He tells the other ones, he's like, yo, don't make dad mad. Once you get one that's right, he's going to straighten the other ones out. Mackie shares 4 sons with his ex-wife, Shalita Chapato, whatever the name is. They finalized their divorce in 2018. The Avengers franchise actor went on to explain why it's important for him to build his children's character. He says, so it is just the thing of, in the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes, in our communities for one reason or another. But I raised my boys to be young men, and however you feel about that, you feel about that. Mackie told his sons since they were 2 years old that they need to always say thank you, open doors for women, and take care of their mom. He says, every time I left for a job, I tell my 15-year-old, you're the man of the house. You make sure these doors are locked. Every night this alarm is on. You text me or you call me every night before you go to bed and you wake up. I love that because we're men, Mackie said. Mackie believes all the money and celebrity in the world means nothing if he's not there to protect his family. He says, so for me, it's always the idea of American masculinity that is very different. All right, so that's what he had to say about that and being masculine and whatnot. When it comes to his statements about masculinity, what I want to say is this. I don't think, American masculinity is dead. I think it's just changing and evolving. It used to be a certain way where heterosexual, specifically cis heterosexual white men had all the power in society. They got all the jobs. They had all the resources. They got to treat women any type of way. They got to treat us gays any type of way. They got to treat trans people any type of way. And I think people have started to, rise up and really fight for their own rights and demand that men change their attitudes and their behaviors towards other people. And a lot of men are not feeling that. They're not feeling that. And I think that's one of the reasons why we have Trump in office today. So I would not say it's dead. I just think people are begging them to change. Like, you don't, to be a man, you don't have to be, a dictator in your household. You don't have to be emotionally disconnected from your wife, your husband, or your children to be a man. It's more than just being a provider now. I think men hate that. Also, a second point I want to bring up is that we live in a different economy now. We used to live in an economy where physical labor ruled the day. But now it's not about that. It's about soft skills. It's about building relationships. It's about learning how to function as a member of a team, learning how to lead a team. And a lot of men don't have the social skills to have friendships and leadership skills to lead people as a member of a team. They just don't have it. They're not used to talking out things. They're not used to facing conflict. They're not used to working with other people. They don't know how to handle it. So I think they're really struggling right now, and hopefully they will, grab their bearings. Let's read some comments here. Come on, this way says, "Oh, I did not see this photo shoot. He looks good. Yeah, he does." We talked about that. Okay, you said, "Oh," laughing face. Thank you, come on, I appreciate it. But yeah, that's what Anthony Mackie had to say about masculinity and how it's dying. I don't agree with him, but what do you guys think? Let me know if you think it's true or not. All right, you guys. So we talked about Anthony Mackie. Give me just a moment here. Our next topic here is about Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors has been in the news for quite some time. Remember he had that debacle with that white girl. He later came out to say he did actually strangle that white girl. And, I don't feel a way about it. I mean, they fought. It is what it is. He almost went to jail behind it. That's on him. But this story is kind of sad. It's from Jasmine Brand. It says Jonathan Majors opens up about enduring sexual abuse from men and women since the age of 9. Okay, let's read the caption here. It says, in a new interview with The Hollywood Reporter, the Creed 3 star shared, quote, "I dealt with sexual abuse from both men and women from the time I was 9 years old." Excuse me. From people who are supposed to look after you in the absence of a father. I was effed up. Majors, now 35, said he recently opened up to his mother, a pastor, about the abuse. Her response? An apology for not being able to protect him. But Majors reassured her, saying, quote, "It's not even an issue, Mom. I just want you to know, and now we can all get busy and continue to connect and grow and learn from it," end quote. He added, "There are no excuses, but by getting help, you begin to understand things about yourself." Reflecting on his path forward, Major said, "Have a struggle, learn, metabolize, and grow." He is slowly returning to the spotlight. Let's read some comments here. So people are saying, this is from Jahabi. He says, "Have a struggle, learn, metabolize, grow, powerful, and most importantly, wish him joy." I wish him joy. We got the prayer hands emoji, excuse me. Winsley says, "Don't judge, let black men vent." Billy says, "God bless." And then Miss Boom says, "Sadly, this does not surprise me at all." Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of people have been, abused this way since they were children. And, we think it's always women, but a lot of boys have been left, have experienced similar situations and have gone through similar things, and they don't talk about it. It just kind of festers and it kind of metabolizes. And this is what I've learned about this stuff. It's either you become hypersexual or you become very closed off in terms of sexuality. So whenever you see a dude, as a gay dude, if you're out there dating and whatnot, if you have a dude that's going home with a different dude every night, and he just has to have it. He just has to have it. More than likely, that dude has been abused as a child, and he feels like his self-esteem, his entire worth is tied up into his sexual performance. A lot of people use sex to make friends. They use sex to boost their self-esteem, to feel attractive, and that's fine and dandy. But at a certain point, I think it begins to hurt us, and it begins to really take away from us, and it tends to do more harm than good. That's what I want to say. Darian says, "What's your Instagram? You inspire me so much." I keep those things private. My husband's on there. It's a public IG page. I will tell you that, but I keep it private for personal reasons. I got a lot of information on my IG, on my Facebook. I just keep it private. So maybe one day I'll reveal it. Maybe one day I will not. Kirk says, "I think because he comes from Generation X, generation which was truly rooted in toxic masculinity, is why I believe his mindset is like that." You may be right, bro. I don't know. You're talking about Jonathan Majors? Oh, you're talking about Anthony Mackie. Yeah, for sure. Anthony Mackie, for sure. Kirk says, "As far as Jonathan, he looks like he likes to fight." You said Jonathan looks like he likes to fight. Why do you feel that way? I don't know if he likes to fight or not. Maybe he just don't want to take no sugar honey iced tea from that girl. If somebody's taking your phone and you had a few drinks or whatnot, maybe you would snap too. I don't know. I don't know. But anyhow, that's Mr. Majors in the house. Hopefully he's still with Megan Good. I think that was a good look for him. Sean said he can't fight me. I bet he could. I bet that dude could. All right, you guys. I want to talk about something important here because I like to bring you guys entertainment topics, but I also like to talk about important things too that are going to affect each and every one of us. This is extremely important. Let me go ahead and get the story together. So this is about the Trump administration, and essentially his administration recently ended segregated facilities ban in federal contracts. So federal facilities will now be able to practice segregation and still receive federal funding. So how do y'all feel about this as Black people? Let me go ahead and add this to the stage and go ahead and read it. It says Trump administration ends segregated facilities ban in federal contracts. This was released just a few hours ago. It says the Trump administration has announced the federal government will no longer unequivocally prohibit contractors from having segregated restaurants, waiting rooms, and drinking fountains. Why it matters. The change announced last month in an overlooked public memo is a symbolic move. First reported by NPR, it comes after President Trump revoked President Lyndon Johnson's decades-old order, Diversity and Affirmative Action Practices in the federal government. Here's the bigger picture. The Civil Rights Act of 1964, as well as many state laws, still make segregated facilities illegal in all businesses, including federal contractors. Yes, but critics say the recent change, sends a message about the government's priorities and potentially eliminates a crucial enforcement tool. Wow. Let's read this. This is important. It says the change follows the Trump administration's reinterpretation of civil rights era laws to focus on anti-white racism rather than discrimination against people of color. As we zoom in, a public memo from the General Services Administration issued said the change was needed after Trump revoked LBJ's 60-year-old executive order requiring federal contractors to refrain from employment discrimination. It also addresses people's gender identity. What else? Federal agencies have already started adopting the changes. Last quote here, it says what they're saying, quote, as our nation unfortunately becomes more divided and polarized, the last thing we need is any effort that could be perceived as allowing racial segregation. We must not turn back the clock when racism was written into law. Wow, this is very devastating. Very devastating. You know, my grandma grew up in an era when Jim Crow was very much alive. She's still alive today. My family's from Mount Bayou, Mississippi, which is the first free black founded city in the U.S. Mount Bayou, Mississippi. And she would tell me stories about, you know, the segregation she experienced. She would tell me how they had separate waiting rooms going to the hospital. My uncle, who also was from, you know, that same family, he would tell me how he would walk home for work and white people would throw rocks at him while he was walking home as a child. It's funny because my grandma would say white people were nice to her, but my uncle would say white people were very mean to him. Both of them worked as sharecroppers, meaning they picked cotton. And, you know, sharecropping, people did that in my family until 1970. So we're not so far removed from Jim Crow or slavery as we think we are. We're not so far removed. Like, some of us still have living relatives that went through this stuff and can tell a story. So I'm not surprised they're trying to take us back. Black people have always survived. No matter what we've been thrown in this country, we've always survived. We've always thrived, found a way to make a way. So if I give you guys an example, it's very important. During the Great Depression, if you guys know this, companies could no longer go to white people to buy their products. Why? Because white people did not have any money during the Great Depression because the banks were only banking with white people. They did not allow black people to bank, you know, with them during the Great Depression era. So when companies like Cadillac lost their white consumers, they immediately turned to their black consumer base. You know, oh, we need to get with the black people. They have money. And sure enough, black people did have money. Why? Because they did not have their money tied up in the banking system because the laws prohibited us from doing so. So black people had money. They had dollars. You know, black money was circulating in our own communities. We had our own businesses, hospitals. You guys know this stuff. But what I'm trying to say is that we've always thrived and survived in this country, and we're going to be okay. And that's why I feel like a lot of black people are not freaking out. We're not taking to the streets and we're not protesting because it's time for other groups of people to stand up it's time for other groups of people to fight, because we voted overwhelmingly to elect Kamala Harris. We did our part. So if the other groups in this nation don't want to help out, it's time for them to speak up and fight. We can't be the only ones yelling, screaming, fighting, protesting. We're done with that. Everybody else needs to pitch in, help out as well. Let's read some comments. This is from Sean. He says he removes segregation in the education system, but encourages it in businesses. He's a joke. It's so funny when you mention that, because if you want to do business with the federal government, for example, they have a lot of stipulations in place. One of them is this: you cannot talk negatively about Israel. It's very interesting. They won't allow you to talk negatively about Israel, but they will allow you to segregate or discriminate against gay people, Latino people, trans people, gay people, black people, all the above. If you feel like you want to discriminate against people, you can do it, and the federal government will allow you to do so. Just don't talk bad about Israel. Abstract visualization. Excuse me, guys. The pollen count is so high. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome to the Brotherhood. You said, I think segregation wouldn't be that bad, but at the same time, black people be so against themselves. I would be more for it. Me personally, I can't be around the same kind of people for too long. So I think black people are slowly starting to change their mind about integration. And if you recall, after segregation was outlawed, I think MLK, he released a quote stating, I don't know if we did the right thing. We could have integrated into a burning building. We could have. I don't know. But I do feel like if segregation comes back into play, we will be forced to be closer as a community, as black people. We will support each other more. We will stop thinking the white man's ice is colder. We will stop with this crab in the barrel mentality, because we will be forced to help one another. So I think black people don't care either way. We just don't care. Sean says, yes, we will be okay. We always overcome, always. Survivors. It's in our DNA. Fear is not in our DNA. Survival is in our DNA. Running away is not in our DNA. Like, all we know how to do is fight. One thing, you can say whatever you want about black people, but we're going to fight some shit. We're going to get some respect. Some respect put on our name. We're going to do that. We'll do that. Okay, I talked about the Trump administration. You guys, I don't want to be in here long. It's been 37 minutes. I want to come on here and just give y'all a quick live today. Let me read some last comments here before I go. Give me just a moment here. So we talked about Sean. Thank you, Sean, so much. Do not forget to like the stream, you guys. What's up? Who is this? Wade's Modern Life. Thank you for joining. I greatly appreciate it. With the laughing face emoji. Thank you. I hope you were entertained. Let's see if I missed anybody. I want to make sure I acknowledge everybody who joined. I greatly appreciate it. Dr. Death in the house. I don't think he joined, but he did leave a comment. I greatly appreciate it. This is from Joshua. He says, as 32-year-old black gay man, I have to say you're very inspiring. Keep doing your thing, brother. On April 15th, I'm taking my test. Okay. I don't know what the ACE-VAB is. You're 100% right. Black and gay were strong. What's that test about, bro? Let me know. What's this test about? Let me know. So I want to wish you well. You say you love my content. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. But yeah, good luck on your test, Joshua. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. Again, it was going to be a quick stream. You said it was an awesome stream tonight. Kirk, I greatly appreciate it. You said, Joshua said the military. Oh, okay. You're a military guy. Good luck. Thank you for your service. When you come back to my platform and you leave comments, let me know how it's going for you as a black gay man in the military, because if I can make videos and episodes about your experiences and, really highlight what's going down for you. If you want to join the live stream one day and talk about your experiences, I would love to hear your perspective in the military as a black gay man and what's really happening. Because I think a lot of changes are coming down. And, if Trump ever decides to go for a third term, which will be unconstitutional, but if he did, it will be up to the military to stop him. That's it. So yeah, Joshua, let me know. You said Air Force. Yes. Good luck. Those, the pretty boys joined the Air Force. That's what I heard. The pretty boys all joined the Air Force. So yeah, I appreciate it. Come on into it. Says great stream. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining today. Wolf is back. We'll pack. Take care and peace. I don't want to say nigga bluff, nigga kill, nigga up. Nigga, what's